Hey there, winners. Sharing our win coaching moment for today. Not an easy one to share, but we're not here about easy things, are we? We're here because we want to win at life, and we know that it's not easy. And that's why we can be here in an open, vulnerable, and authentic way. So I'm going to share that with you right now. We need to do the hard stuff, even when it feels impossible, even when it's the tough stuff that we don't want. Oop, it lost me for a minute. So we need to do this tough stuff, even when we know it's really difficult and we don't want to do it. There are many things that we know, like we know without a doubt that we are supposed to do. It might be something of obedience. It might be something of like telling someone something when we don't really want to. It might be delivering bad news. There are so many different things that we end up needing to do in our life because we know that we need to do it in order to win. Because if we don't do it, then there are several different consequences. It could be that we're not being true to our authentic self. Our identity is founded in honesty. It's supposed to be. Now, sometimes we don't act that way and we choose to lose, right? But in order to win, we are founded in honesty and being authentic to who we are. And every single time that we deny doing something hard just because we don't want to do it, we are actually creating what's called cognitive dissonance. And in psychology, what that means is that we're doing the opposite of what we know we're supposed to be doing, and we have dissonance in our mind. So it's like, it'd be, for instance, if you tell your son or daughter that they're not allowed to eat in the car, but then you're eating in the car, and you know, like, okay, if they saw me right now, it wouldn't sit right. And that's a really dumb example, but then that's like cognitive dissonance, like, ooh, okay, like if they saw me right now, I would basically be a hypocrite, but I can't be a hypocrite. No, I can't be. Like, that's not who I am. That's not my identity. I'm not a hypocrite. But yet, if you think about it, we really are, right? We are. So all those different things, it's called cognitive dissonance in our mind, and it does not sit well. In fact, because we have that cognitive dissonance, we have to make decisions, and our brain does it for us oftentimes. We have this issue in comparison quite a bit too, but we won't go there for the moment. One of the things it can do with cognitive dissonance is it either says, it rationalizes and it says, oh no, there's a reason for that. And it makes something up, right? So that's one of the ways it can do it. Like, oh no, I'm not supposed to go and do what I know is the right thing to do because of such and such. And we make up an excuse. Or cognitive dissonance can be something to where we flat out, like, we ignore and we press down, but we cannot stand the dissonance in our hearts and our souls. And even psychology knows this. I mean, this is biblical as well. We do not like to have, we as human beings have to find peace within ourselves. The way we can do that the right way is we can innovate our identity. And that's part of the WIN method, the I and WIN. Innovate your identity. When you recognize that you have something really hard to do and you don't want to do it, go back to who you were created to be, that innovated identity, and test it. Ask yourself, okay, what is true in here? How do I measure up to who I'm created to be? How do I measure up to that person that, yeah, I understand I'm not always living up to it, but at the same time, I know that is it. I know those are the qualities that are about me. The integrity, right? The integrity, that we need to do that hard thing. And then choose to measure up to that. And I told you it's not easy for me either. I had a situation just this week where I recognized something really, 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 really difficult that I needed to do. And it was without a doubt, like I knew. Like I had prayed through it. Other people had prayed through it. And, I'd asked for prayer. And, sometimes you kind of hope like, maybe there's another way. Maybe what I'm receiving is like, maybe we can manipulate that or find some way, right? I mean, isn't that the way that we think as human beings? Like we want to kind of get out of the hard stuff so that we can go the easy way. Not everyone. I know some people like the challenge, but Not all the time, right? And I realized, who am I? I'm a person of integrity. My identity is that I want to be obedient to the Lord. And not only that, I want to do what's right because I know that when the Lord is telling me something, the reason that he wants me to do the hard thing is because it's better for other people and probably better for myself too in the long run. So I chose to do that. I chose to do the right thing and the hard thing. And I'm not going to lie, it was hard. It really was. I mean, it was so hard. I had to deliver some news that was not easy for me to deliver. And in delivering it, literally, like, it kind of broke my heart. Like, it was one of those things where it's like, I was hurting for the other person, right? And not only that, like, even though I know that the Lord can take care of, if he's asking me to do it, he's going to take care of it. But afterwards, I just kind of grieved. I grieved. But, it turned out okay. It turned out well. It wasn't easy. And I know it was what the Lord wanted. And I know that because I obeyed, he's going to honor that. So do you have some things in your life right now that you're like, this is hard? It might be something literally today. And you're like, okay, I am not doing that. I'm not going to go talk to that family member because, like, if they call me one more time, I'm seriously going to explode or, whatever. Or maybe it's something long-term that this is ongoing. It's like, no, I'm not going to start that business, or I'm not going to go back to school, or I'm not going to go give my spouse a hug because they don't deserve it. Whatever these hard things are that are going on in our minds, don't worry, that's not me. I do want to give my spouse a hug, but either way, we need to, when we know it's what we're supposed to do, when we're fighting it and we know it's right, we need to do it. So I'm going to encourage you right now. If you can't share what that thing is, that's fine. But down in the comments, just say hard. If you're going to go do that hard thing, down in the comments right now, let us know. We can be praying for you. You can let us know how it went. You don't have to give details, but celebrate that win. Or if it's sad and it's hard, share that so that we can be with you in that. That's what winners do. We are here together. All right? So go out and be who you're created to be and do what you're designed to do so you can, win at life and make your impact in the world.